guys, welcome back to my channel if you're an old subscriber, and welcome to you my newest viewers. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed, please kindly do so. All right, so today I'll be sewing a simple joining gown. It's called a joining gown because it has a separate piece, the upper parts and the lower part. The upper part is more like a crop top and the lower part is like a skirt, so we join them together to make a gown. That's why it's called joining gown. Okay, I already made a video on how to make a simple non-joining gown, so if you haven't seen that video, please check the description box. The link to the sewing and to the cutting of the non-joining gown will be there, and also the link for cutting of this joining gown will also be there, so click them and I hope you enjoy watching them. Okay, so for this simple joining gown, the neckline I'm working with is a square neckline. Okay, it's a square neckline. I'll be using my facing to finish up the neckline, and also there'll be darts on the upper parts and the lower parts. Okay, so we're working with the darts first. We're sewing up the darts first for the upper parts, sew up the darts for the lower part as well as for the back pieces as well. Okay, these are the front pieces while these are the back pieces. So we're going to do the darts first, then after that we work on the neckline. Okay, so this is how I make my darts. For those of you that don't know how to work with the darts, you can also check my previous videos. So you take I already folded the notched line, the notch area, I already folded it. So I'm going to mark in 0.5 inch, 0.5 inch from the folded edge. Then take down 5. Okay, then we connect the lines. So for this joining gown, there are two ways you can do your dart. This is the first way, by making them separately. The other way will be after joining the up and down pieces together, then you sew your darts on the straight line. That's from the upper part down to the lower part. Then you run a long stitch for your darts. But for this one, I'm making them separately. Then when sewing, I make sure they match up. All right. Join the lines, then you sew. So I'm going to do this for all the pieces. For this back part, the darts will extend. The darts will not be 5. The darts will be 9, not 5. Okay, so whenever you're making a top or a gown, the upper parts of the back piece the dart has to be 9. All right, for the front I took 5. It has to be under the bust, but for the back piece it has to exceed the bust line. So I'm using 9 or 10 depending on what you want to use, but I'm going to use 9 for mine. Okay, so I'm done stitching the darts. What I'm going to do next is to finish the neckline using our facing. This is the front facing. Let's keep the skirt aside. Remember I told you use your iron to take this out, alright? So make sure they match up and pin them down. So I'm going to sew like this, and like this. Okay, you have corners, you snip them open before flipping. So I'm going to snip this corner open very close to where I just stitched. Okay, you're going to be top stitching, so you just fold. The seam should be on the facing area. You fold, then you stitch all the way through. So guys, after I'm done giving it a good press, this is how our neckline is looking. Very nice. And this is for the back. This is for the back. For the back, okay? So what we're going to do right now is to join the upper part to the lower part. This is for the front. So we'll do the front first, then we're going to do the back, okay? Before joining the shoulders. This is the front skirt. So how are we going to join this together? This is the right side, and this is the right side of the skirt. So you pin the darts, make sure the two darts meet up. Okay, as when you're doing this method, you have to be very accurate, because you can't have one dart on the right, the other on the left. They have to be on the same line. And if you know you can't pull this off, please kindly do the other method, okay? Join first, then sew your darts running through the upper to the down part, okay? So now I'm matching up my darts. When you're done pinning, you open it up to be sure that they match up. Sit, same the darts, and this one as well. Okay, so make sure they are matched before you start sewing. So I'm going to sew on the 0.5 inch. That's, if you remember when we're cutting it, I added half an inch on the waistline of the skirt, and also half an inch for the top, the waistline of the top. Okay, so that's the half an inch we are going to be sewing right now. Okay, so if you can see, the darts, they match up. The front is matching up with the down part like that. So make sure it is like this. Yours is like this. If not, you just have to loosen it and make sure they match up together, or you do the other method. Okay, so now I'll be doing for the back as well. This is 1/2 of the back, or 1/4 of the back. Okay, this is the skirt part. Let's do for them, and make sure both of them, you are using the right upper for this back. Make sure you're using the right upper part to match with the right lower part. Okay, don't go and use the upper part for this one for this. Definitely you won't get it. So this is my center back. Let's do for the other one. This is my center back. So you do it upside down. That's the only way you will know. Do it upside down. This is center back, so it has to be here, and the other center back like this. Okay, so now this is the correct way of doing it, okay? Because this is how we're stitching. So when we open it up, it should be correct. All right, so center back to center back, center back to center back. Don't go and switch it up. Okay, so let's go with this one first. Okay, so we are done joining all the upper parts to the lower parts. Okay, now it's time for joining the shoulders. Let's take one of the back. see our gown is already taking shape slowly, right? So this is the front part, this is the center back, so it's going to be here. You already know how we're doing our shoulders. It already has facing. As it was facing or lining, this is how you're going to do it. You open it up, then also open up this one and match it up together. So I'm going to gum the facing to the front and the back pieces. I'm going to be using hemming gum for that, okay? So when I'm done with that, I'm going to come show you guys, then we'll move to the next step. So I'm done gumming the facing. This is it. This facing makes your work look neat. Yeah. If you're not using the lining, facing is the best thing you can do. So this facing here, to make it more neater, before you gum it, weave the edges, weave it before gumming it, so that when someone sees the back of your clothes, it's looking amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is to join the sides. If you notice during the cutting, I didn't cut any sleeves. That's because I want this to be armless, so you can put sleeve on yours. Pick any type of sleeve that you want. For me, I want this to be armless, so I'm not putting any sleeve on this. So what we're going to do next is to join the sides with 1 inch. I'll run it through with 1 inch on both sides. So when I'm done, I'll use bias to finish up the armhole area. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. So let's join the sides. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to finish up the armhole with a bias, okay? This is the bias I'll be using. I don't want the bias to show, so I'm going to start from the good side, then finish it up inside. I don't want the bias to show. So I'm going to place it like this and sew it round. So I'm done doing this. So what I'll do next is to flip it over to the back side and it ends up like this. Okay, so I'm going to do this and also for the other armhole. Okay, so I'm done with the armhole. See how it is. This is the good side and this is the inside. That's the back side. That's the wrong side of the fabric. Look how neat it's looking. Same with the outside. So the next thing we're going to do right now is to join the center back together. So for the back side, for the zipper length, I'll be taking 23 for the zipper length. Okay, this is 23. Then from there, we'll mark our 1 inch for the closing of the down parts. I'm going to hem lower part, I'm going to hem it. So guys, what's left is the zip. I'm sure I trust you guys to do that yourself. You already know how to fix the zip by now, so I trust you to do that yourself. This is the end of the video. Look how nice the gown is looking. So this is a joined simple gown. It's just simple without sleeves and square neckline. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please, if you have any complaint or you have any question or you don't understand anything, please do so in the comment section. I will definitely going to read it and also reply you. All right, in case you haven't subscribed, please guys, please click the subscribe button and also like this video, share it with your friends, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know